A very good morning to all. Welcome back to English classes. Student, I hope you all are keeping well and utilizing your time judiciously in your studies. Student, today we are going to study the last chapter of Hornbill book, The Silk Road. But first of all, let us see the relevance of the title, The Silk Road. Student, the Silk Road actually refers to a network of overland routes linking Europe with Asia. And earlier traders used to travel along it, buying and selling various items including silk and spices from China and wool, gold, silver and precious materials from Rome. So let us know something about the author. The author is Nick Middleton, students. And Nick Middleton, a student, he was born in 1960 in England, London, and he is an award-winning geographer, writer, TV presenter, environmental scientist, and university lecturer also. Student, he is also the author of several travel books, including the stunning gift book, like an atlas of countries that don't exist, and student, the bestseller, Going to Extremes, which was actually a part of number of television series he wrote. So let us know something about the chapter, the Silk Road, students. So first of all, the introduction of the lesson. Student, actually this account of Middleton's difficult journey across the Himalayas is a travelogue. Travelogue actually, student, is a piece of writing or a film about a travel. So it is just like a travelogue. So student, he undertook this journey to Mount Kailash as a as a kind of pilgrimage. And a student, he was driven in a car by Satan, a Tibetan, right? He was his driver. He took a short route. Satan took a short route almost directly to Mount Kailash, and it involved crossing several high mountain passes from the hills of Ravu. He reached the open and dry pastures, right, student? So he noticed actually on the way herds of antelopes, wild asses, flocks of sheep, nomads guarded by huge black dogs. So they drove over short stretches of snow also on the way. So student, means to say that on the way they faced numerous difficulties. The car tires also got punctured on the way. He himself had breathing problem. He saw brackish lakes and blue trucks laden with piles of salt. So means to say that he was disgusted with the condition in Hor town. There was a town named Hor town which was very close to Mansarovar Lake. A student, he spent the night at a guest house in Darchan, which is a place there. And a student, do you know what happened? His nostrils also were blocked at one point of time. So he got medical help from a Tibetan doctor, and they were too early. The pilgrimage season had not begun then. So luckily, what happened was he got the company of Norbu, who proved to be an ideal companion, a good companion of his. So student, these two hired some yaks. What for? To carry their luggage up to the mountain slopes. So means to say the entire account of pilgrimage is realistic and full of adventurous episodes. So let us begin the chapter. Student, Silk Road is a travelogue, right? Means the account and experience of author's journey to Mount Kailash, and it was a kind of sort of Kora, which is called a pilgrimage. So student, their journey actually was tough but exciting all the same. He went by car driven by Satan. his driver, who could speak and understand English quite a bit, and the third person was Daniel, his driver. Right. So as Nick was leaving Ravu, that place, Lama, a gentle lady, a student gave him a farewell present. Do you know what was this present? It was actually a long sleeved sheepskin coat that all men wore. So in that dress, student, Nick looked like a shepherd only. So Satan, the driver, suggested Nick to take a shorter route to avoid Changtang, to go directly towards Mount Kailash. And they were likely to face two problems. Number one, the mountain passes actually were there. So the first problem was the high mountain passes, and second problem was, a student, the snow on the way. These were two problems they could face. So student Satan could not tell for certain about the snow. He was not sure, the driver was not sure, despite the fact he was a localite. So now student from they started their journey. So now from gentle rolling hills of Ravu, they drove across vast open fields. They first found, students, a few antelopes grazing, and then they saw a great herd of wild ass. Student, they raised a lot of dust as they galloped together, as they were running together, walking together, they were raising what? Lots of dust also. Now, student, hills began to rise again from the rocky plains, and they were passing a few shepherds tending their flocks of sheep also. And as the car was approaching them, the sheep dispersed in fear. The sheep were running away as soon as the car was going near to them. So thus the author student passed the dark tents of nomads. What did he experience? What did he see? He see the dark tents of nomads also on the way. And a big fierce Tibetan hunting dog guarded each tent. How big and ferocious these dogs are. The dogs barked and they were running after the car of the author nearly as fast as a bullet from the gun only. So now students, they could now see the snow-capped mountains on the horizon. They entered a valley where the river was clogged with ice. The car went along the river bank until the hills gained height. Now student, Satan continued to climb the slope. Beneath the rocks, student, snow was hiding in the shadow. Means snow was there everywhere. Now, do you know what happened? The higher we go, the more pressure we feel. So the Nick felt the pressure building up in his ears, but he cleared it by snorting and holding his nose. Now, student, Satan stopped the car at one bend and he jumped out. And not only Satan, Daniel also followed him. Snow lay across the track up to 15 meters, students. Up to 15 meters. And thereafter the track became clear and safe. So now, student, the snow continued on either side of them. Nick looked at his wristwatch, which showed the height. And student, they were at 5,210 meters above the sea level. The snow did not look too deep, but the real danger actually was its icy top layer, which was very slippery. The car could slip off, yes, and turn over. Satan applied his mind and he started throwing handfuls of dirt across the frozen surface so that it can become rough. The author and Daniel stayed out of the car to leave the car light. Now, student, Satan then drove the car carefully and slowly over the soil, spread ice safely. So up to here only we will study. We will cover up the next part of the chapter in our second video. Thank you, class.